Yo, what's up guys? This is like my 50th time trying to get this video done in like 4 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk over the gameplay. We're going to watch my mistakes. We're going to watch how I maneuver around the map, how I adjust my game and stuff like that. You guys can do this too. All the tips that I'm going to be talking about in this video, your favorite YouTubers do them. You can play just like them. You know what I'm saying? This game is not hard, alright? So first off, I tried to push right, which was a mistake because this little area, especially like in objective game modes, this is a power position, so there's usually going to be someone there already waiting for you. All right, so that was stupid on my part, right? So now I'm going to try to push middle, where I don't pre-aim. Like the first death I don't pre-aim, I just go into the gunfight, I die, I pay the price. So here, a lot of people, what they're going to do is they're going to rage, or they're going to get frustrated and just keep doing the same stupid thing. So the first tip, man, adjust your game. All right, sometimes some games you're not going to be able to go where you want to. You just adjust your game, you will start playing better immediately, almost always, guys. Next tip, you have to flank. I can't stress how important flanking is. It is very hard to lose gunfights when the enemy can't see you, when you're shooting them from behind. All right, I'm not going to go into detail like flanking, centering, aiming, and what all that means. You know, I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to show you guys with visual aid, and then you guys, you know, do deeper research or find like another person that really will go into detail. So we're here in this situation. The first guy I killed, the second guy, when he turned around, he should have killed me because I had 7 bullets left, and which I can get a kill with 7 bullets, but I wasn't comfortable with it, so I reloaded, and he should have just gunned me down because I was stuck in a reload animation. So I capitalized off his mistake. So sometimes you're gonna do everything right and things will go wrong, and sometimes you're gonna make mistakes and you're still gonna get away with things. So you have to understand, you're not gonna be playing these same guys over and over. All right, sometimes you're gonna be playing squads. Sometimes guys may be camping in certain areas, so there are gonna be random variables that you can't control. So you just have to adjust your game. All right, play smart, try to make as minimal mistakes as you can, even though you're going to, because you know we're all human. But in that situation, I don't use scavenger. I would like to, but there are other perks I'd rather have. I don't like using the secondary pistol, so whenever I do run out of bullets, I try to pick up like a gun, and I knew I was gonna die in that situation, but I tried it anyway because I'm not really good with the pistols. So I'm like, hey, with this pistol I have left, I'm probably gonna die anyway, so let me try to grab this gun, right? I'm not gonna lie, these guys weren't really that good because when you're playing guys at your skill level or better, they won't allow you to hold down a little portion or a specific area of the map like I've been doing this whole game. So like usually what you want to do is you want to get a kill or 2 or 3. I still think 3 is too much, but you can get away with it. You can get like a couple kills, and you want to get out of that location. Even though I have ghosts and suppressors, usually guys are going to come for revenge kills. So here, he started shooting at me. You know, I ran for cover. All right, you want to be covered. You want the head glitch. Head glitch is important. All right. So I don't like how the gunfight is going. So guys, don't be afraid to run away from gunfights that are not in your favor or you're not comfortable with. All right. So I go here hoping he's still there. He's not there. So I'm still looking for him. I don't see anyone. I turn around to make sure if there's an enemy behind me. And in this gunfight here, I'm undercover. All he can really see is like my chest and my head, so I can see his whole body. So I have the advantage. All right, you want all the gunfights to be at your advantage. And the next tip, this guy behind me, I wasn't aware that he was there, but I heard him through the headset. And with the headset, it gives you an advantage because that is the difference between earning a kill or 2 and avoiding a death or 2. And like 1 or 2, it doesn't sound like a lot, guys, but trust me, it is. And with that, I want you guys to stay away from your teammates, man. That is like probably my favorite tip. I run Ghost and Suppressor, you know, and my stealth means nothing if I have a teammate next to me with the kilo or a PKM, and he doesn't have a suppressor and he's shooting and he's letting the enemies know where he is. And because he's next to me, even though I have a suppressor, they know where I am too. So just stay away from your teammates. And another way to use your teammates, if you feel like there's an enemy like in a building somewhere or around a corner, just let your teammate sometimes just hit that corner first. And if he gets a kill, that's cool. But if he dies, you're usually going to see the direction the bullets are coming from. So then maybe you can get that kill, or you just leave the area alone altogether because that death was unnecessary. So sometimes just use your teammates as bait. Because when you're running with these randoms, the majority of the time they aren't going to be that good. So stay away from them, use them as bait. All right, here I got shot, right? And I'm like, there's really only one place he can shoot me from, and I was guessing it was at that window, and I was right. So look what I'm doing with my crosshairs. The crosshairs are those 4 little lines that surround that circle in the middle. I centered it to the point where I could just move my left stick and start shooting him, and I wouldn't have to adjust my right stick at all. That is very important, all right, guys? And in this situation here, they were shooting at me, and look what I did, all right? I ran away from the gunfight because it was not a smart gunfight, all right? And I ran to another position where he was not expecting me to come from, and realized he was still aiming where I was when he first started shooting me, all right? So I got 2 kills right there just by, you guys just be smart, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be too cocky. Just if you're not comfortable with the gunfight, just run. Sometimes you can run all together. Sometimes you can run and reposition yourself, you know, just be smart. And in this situation, guys, I'm sorry. I honestly had no idea what I was looking at. I was kind of confused. So I didn't mean to let my teammate die. I just didn't know what was going on. Like, it took me a while to process it. So again, I don't have scavenger, so I had to pick up, I think, the AUG. It doesn't have suppressor. So usually when I don't have a suppressor, like those 2 kills I just got, I would have been across the map already. Like, I don't like showing the enemy where I am. But like I said, these guys weren't really that good. So I just kind of like stayed in this little area, because usually, man, if you don't have a suppressor, man, and once you shoot, man, these guys they just come at you, man. So in that little situation, I was kind of like just moving my left stick around just in case if like there was a sniper down the sights that, like, you know, was scoped in on me, you know, just to throw somebody off if they wanted to start shooting at me. So I'm usually never really standing still if I'm out in the open. Like, if I have cover, sure, but like if I'm out in the open, I'm not standing still. Like, I'm moving around. See, I see some bombs going off over there. And if you look at the top of the screen, that compass where it says like northeast and south and all that, you see those red diamonds? That right there is essentially that's a UAV, all right? So you guys have to look up at that, because it shows you where the enemies are shooting from. So because of that, I don't use personal radars anymore. I don't use UAVs. I use the specialists, because usually I'm going like 25-5 or 25, you know, stuff like that. I'm not dying often, so I take advantage of the extra perks I can get. See, I see, you know, 4 or 5 guys over there shooting. I don't want to go engage because it's probably too much traffic going on, so I stay over here. And patience is a valuable virtue, guys. Sometimes, man, just let the guys come to you. Like on certain maps, they're gonna be like popular doorways and entry points that people use, right? And you kind of just want to like sit somewhere, you know, just use cover and just aim at that doorway you know people are gonna run from. You'll be surprised how much people that play this game just recklessly just run through popular areas. So here, this guy killed me because I was too busy looking at the stairway. You know, stuff happens. But I went for the revenge kill, which I don't recommend doing. And if you do that, I would recommend, when you go for revenge kills, try to go from like a different angle where they don't expect you. I was pretty confident. I was having a really good game, and that, like, confidence is another tip. You want to be confident. And I was feeling like, hey man, I'm just gonna go get this kill back. And that gunfight I just won, I'm using the MP5. I'm very comfortable with it. I have good reflexes. The recoil pattern I'm very comfortable with. It's my main gun. So I engage in a lot of gunfights that a lot of people wouldn't, because it's an SMG, right? So you see here, I get another kill, a long shot kill. I'm very comfortable with the gun. So find a gun that you're comfortable with. Find out your playstyle, you know. And I wouldn't recommend getting in gunfights like that with an SMG. But at the same time, I do want you guys to push yourself, because you would be surprised what you're capable of. Sometimes I get in gunfights from across the map with this very SMG that I'm using, and I'll kill snipers, which isn't the smartest thing to do. But, you know, sometimes just, you know, just give it a try.